Hello everybody, welcome back to another video, and today I have a video for you, and these are 5 dumb fucking things, in my opinion, that Skyrim haters love to say. Just to let you guys know, this is of course my opinion. If you didn't like Skyrim or anything, or if you didn't like Skyrim at all, that's fine. I don't really give a shit. I just think it's funny that people use these arguments, even though some of these are actually lies. So without further ado, here we fucking go. Number 1, and that is Skyrim, hold your hand. So I've heard this said many times before, that Skyrim, and also Fallout 4, and pretty much any current Bethesda game, hold your hand, in which that means pretty much you have no freedom and the game shows you where to go, which is complete fucking bullshit. And the thing that caused this was actually a quest marker. Isn't that funny? I don't know how Skyrim quest marker can hold your hand throughout a game, and one of the most common arguments this is used in is the fucking tutorial. Oh, well, the tutorial holds your hand, oh my god. Yeah, no shit, the tutorial holds your hand. It's trying to teach you at least the basics of the fucking game. Like, it doesn't hold your hand all the way out, and it's just so funny to me, man. Like, why is this a fucking argument to begin with? Like, are you that desperate to get out of into the world that fast? Because I just don't understand how Skyrim is relatively holding your hand. So let's move on. Number 2, and that is the, of course, story is bad. So whenever it comes to storytelling, whether it be good, whether it be bad, that's all opinions. And the funny thing is, I've heard people say that Skyrim's story is just so bad. It is very, very terrible and just, you know, just terribly written. And it's coming from people who are RPG snobs, who think that they have some power over or dictatorship over the RPG community. And it's so funny to me because it's all on what you think. Like, I personally think the story is consistent enough with the themes of the game that it's not bad. It's actually up to you. I personally don't think it's bad, because when I played the fucking story, for my first time ever and actually beat the game, which was literally almost last year, I enjoyed it pretty thoroughly. I had no issues with the main quest line. There were a lot of fun things during that quest line that I quite enjoyed. It's really up to you. If you don't really care for the story of the Dragonborn, then this is not an RPG for you. And the same thing goes pretty much with any game that I may or may not like. But yeah, I mean, if the story, it really is depending on you. If you liked it or not, it doesn't fucking mean that it's a true thing, because like most of these motherfuckers, they like to try to talk like everything is objective. So let's move on to number 3. Oh boy, number 3. This one is my favorite. You need mods to play Skyrim. That is it's not even close to true. I would even argue that there are people out there that there's been subreddits on Skyrim I've seen saying they don't understand the appeal to mods. So the funny thing is about that is the fact that, guess what, bro? Guess what? You don't need motherfucking mods to play Skyrim. Are you kidding me? The reason why mods even exist is to enhance an already enjoyable experience. Like how many terrible, terrible games have you seen that disappear off the face of the fucking earth, that's on PC or console or whatever, PC specifically, that just disappears, and if there is a modding community behind it, there's no one playing it. Like, I just don't understand how you need to have mods to play to make Skyrim a good game, because Bethesda doesn't know what they're doing, and these are talked about by people who don't know what the fuck they're talking about. They don't. They think they understand RPGs. They don't. Because the funny thing is about that is the fact that, oh, well, yeah, you need a user-generated content to play these games. So I guess New Vegas is bad because of the fact that it's unplayable on PC. I mean, there's literally fucking tutorials to fix New Vegas. I know, uncomparable. I'm just saying, because this game is, praised up the ass, and the same thing with Morrowind. You can mod Morrowind, so is Morrowind a bad game? Or, I just don't understand this fucking argument, man. Like, there are people that enjoy the base game. The base game is not that bad. People need to fucking pull their head out of their ass and actually look at it as it is. Like, do you really need mods to enjoy the content in Skyrim? Fuck no. Do you need mods to enjoy Skyrim as a whole? No. You don't. If you like mods, and mod the game. I play with mods personally because I'm playing on PC, and if I'm gonna play on PC, I'm gonna fucking utilize that shit to my heart's content. I'm not playing with mods because I think the game is bad. I usually keep most of the base game intact, such as quests, the perk system, as of right now, and pretty much all that shit. So I don't know why people are saying you need mods to play this game. You don't. You just don't. It's up to you. Mod it to your heart's content if you want. If you don't like playing with mods, and no, more power to you. Number 4, oh man. So this kind of will segue itself into point 5, which is, you can level everything. It's not an authentic RPG because you can't level you can level up every skill in the game. There's no stats that you put points into at the beginning. That doesn't mean it's a bad game. It doesn't mean that it doesn't even also mean that it's not an RPG. As a matter of fact, if you're going to use the argument that you can level everything and become powerful, which is usually what RPGs try to aim for the player character anyways, you don't need to level up everything. Like, for an example, you can set limitations to yourself and, improve in some areas and totally ignore others. Like, if you're playing as a fucking mage, I don't think you're going to want to blacksmith. Or if you're playing as a fucking chef or some warrior-type character, let's say you're playing as a warrior, I don't think you'd want to increase magic. Just ignore it. Like, just look at the skill tree in the fucking game once you get the bindings cut off to take a look at what you want to be. Like, what type of character is it going to be? Is it going to be a fucking tank character who uses two-handed weapons? Or is it going to be just some warrior who uses swords? There's like so many weapon choices in this game, or so many skills in this game, that you can't level everything. You would literally have to exploit the game like a motherfucker in order to get anything to level to get a skill to 100. If you play authentically and also the way the game was meant to be played, it's kind of hard to do that. You can't level everything. And the fact that, people are sitting here saying, oh, well, it's not a true RPG, you don't have limitations to what you can put skill points into. But yet these fuckers praise New Vegas and Morrowind, or not Morrowind, I don't know much about that game. I played a little bit of that. But you can invest in all the skills in New Vegas. And so I don't understand why that's a problem with Skyrim. So I'll see you guys at point 5. Number 5 and alive. Number 5. Oh, Skyrim is not a true RPG. Oh my god, the vents are making my pussy hurt. Okay, all jokes aside, Skyrim is indeed an RPG. I am so sick of seeing people say that Skyrim is not an RPG, and I'm sitting here playing the game as my fucking Argonian, with the backstory who grew up in Skyrim. I know with mods I live another life. However, even without that mod, you can still write backstories for your characters. You can literally make a chef-type character, like a character who fucking hated living with their family, or a character who hated living where they were. whatever, and they came to Skyrim to be the best chef ever. Isn't that funny? And then you could restrict yourself even more. This game does not force you to level and increase everything. Yes, that's how you gain XP, is by using those skills, which is realistic to a degree, which I don't think you need that level of realism in an RPG. And this is the thing, though, right, is that you can literally write any backstory for a character, and the game, guess what, is diverse enough to determine that you're a good or bad character. There's a lot of bad choices you can make in this game. I mean, for fuck's sake, most of the Daedra quests are pretty much for evil characters, you know, and you can even write in characters who hate certain religions. You can even write in characters who go specifically to Skyrim. You can make an Imperial character just to go take out fucking Stormcloak camps. And I understand some of the commanders are essential, but you could kill the vast majority of the men in that area. It still serves your character a purpose. And the other thing that I will add that fits in with this is there's no choice or consequence, which is bullshit. Most of that is held in the side quests, and when the quest is over, it plays out in front of you, because we all know Skyrim does not have an ending. And most of these RPG, loserish, troglodyte, basement-dwelling motherfuckers think that, you need to have the ending tell you what happened in a slideshow. And the funny thing is, dude, like, you could get arrested in the game. Your evil decisions and holds, and even sometimes outside of that, do persuade how the town treats you. You can literally get up to, like, 2,000 in septums of fucking... of like a bounty, man, that you'd have to pay off. You could pay yourself off, but that's like a lot of fucking gold going out, you know. And not only that, like, you could play as fucking different races and have different ideologies and reasons you came to Skyrim for. And the funniest part is it's up to you if your character either A, illegally crossed the border, or B, did not illegally cross the border. It's up for you to determine that. Like, it's so funny to me, because this game, like, most of these Bethesda haters want a blank slate for their characters. This is the blankest you can get here. You literally are just a fucking prisoner, which doesn't really mean that's what you are. And the funny thing is, not all, but some of these guys will bring up The Witcher 3 and say, oh, The Witcher 3 is a better game, even though that game pretty much embodies everything that these haters hate about Bethesda games now. Supposedly. You know, because The Witcher 3, you play as Geralt. He has a backstory. You have limited dialogue options because he is voiced. So I just don't understand this point. So if you guys like this video, please leave a like, and let me know in the comments what you think of Skyrim. I personally love the game. I'm going to be honest, I'm going to harbor this game as my top 10 favorite RPGs of all time. The amount of shit you can do in the game, the amount of player freedom and character freedom that there is just amazing. And it's an immersive-ass game. I mean, you can make a character that's not yourself and have a good time. You can actually think that character's believable that you made, as long as it's in the realm of the game. That's what I think. So I'll see you guys in the next video. I hope you enjoyed. Peace the fuck out, and stay safe. Bye. Alright, so I just wanted to add something for number 1, which was the Skyrim Hold Your Hand. By the way, you do realize that upon leaving Helgen, the game is open to you, and not only that, guess what, dude? You could turn off the fucking, the entire HUD if you want to. You don't need to play with the HUD on. You don't even need to play with quest markers. I mean, you could turn off quest markers as well. So I don't understand the argument that Skyrim holds your hand and shows you where to go, when in Morrowind, oh, you read the signs that led you to your destined quest path. Even though you can do the same fucking shit in this game, you can turn off quest markers and then go complete the quest without using the quest marker, just using the road sign. So, yep. See you in the next video. Bye.